Thanksgiving, I got one, you didn't know. I searched that TJ Maxx for so long. I deserved it.
Spooky.
Just so you know that it's cold in our house, that's why. In honor of it being October,
Halloween, our birthday, fall season, ghost, monsters,
spooky,
bats.
Bats. We're gonna do a spooky story time, haunted story time in honor of Halloween coming up. And our birthday, if you want to watch this happy birthday. It's the 30th. It's the 31st if you forget what day Halloween's on.
We're very big into the horror, scary.
We love horror movies. We love scary stories. I listen to them while I'm like cleaning. The stories that we have today are stories from personal experience, and it all has to do in this house. Our house was built in 1920s, something like that, and I don't know, I'm just like super skeptical.
I feel like she's like tapped into that shit.
You know when like you feel like there's something and it's like it's too weird of a coincidence to not be something.
No.
Both these stories makes you think like if there's like something actually just like spirits, like it makes you wonder.
I believe it.
And she watches Sam and Kobe. So living in an older house comes with like the creaks and the things at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's the superstition waking up at 3, and
I'd be in the shower watching my face.
You gotta open your eyes because you're scared. Disclaimer: we do watch horror movies, so like instantly where our minds are gonna go to a ghost spirits. We think about like stuff like that. So it's like, if you guys don't believe in that, you don't have to watch the video, but.
We just want to share our experience.
We have plenty of experience. I feel like it is like a dinner conversation probably once a month.
Definitely.
Well, we've lived in this house for 20 years, so in 20 years a lot of shit has happened. Let's just get on to the story time. So this was
quick math.
2018, 2019, something like that.
We know what the fuck was going on.
So we're downstairs. It's me, Justina, my cousin, and my friend. We're all downstairs. It was just us in the house. Our parents were not home. Couldn't have been that. It was like a weekend. We were 15. It's us 4 downstairs in our basement. The whole basement is finished. So we're just talking and telling like, not ghost stories, but like
our experiences
in this house. Because like I said, we talk about it. Somehow it just came up. So we were telling Steven and Caroline because they didn't know. We used to have an air freshener, and it was one of those motion sensors that whenever you walk by it, it would go off, and it was right at the top of the stairs.
We know that those things are kind of janky.
Never went off like that. Like it was only past when you walked it, because it was literally like face level. So it's right in the face as soon as you pass it, and it would only pass when someone would walk by. It wouldn't just go off like that. So we're telling these stories, like a pause in the story, and all we hear is psh, like the air freshener, and I look at Justina and I'm like,
just brush it off.
But it like.
Yeah, okay. Okay, you come. I was gonna cry. Hold on, pause. I gotta show you my spooky shorts.
Wait, look the fit.
Look at the fit.
Let's go. I'm telling one of my other stories. Mid story time, and this thing goes off. It goes, psst, and that's all you can hear. It kept happening a few times, and I'm like, nah, it's so weird. But like we were getting like,
you know when it comes to like the antsy part of the story,
yeah,
and you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah, like, we were talking about it because it kept happening. So we're like, what are the odds that it kept happening?
We acknowledged it.
I did what we just did. We were like,
yeah, we kind of like paused and was like looking at the spray thing.
Mind you, the whole house is pitch black because we're the only ones home. It's nighttime. We're the only ones home, and the only lights on in the house is the basement. We had both of our dogs. Our dogs are little, so they can't even set off the air.
They go underneath it.
Yeah. My dad always said if you pay mind to it, it's gonna because it shows like you're interested in superstition. But that happened, and we were like, no fucking way. And they just kept having. And so I get to like the biggest part. All of a sudden, the lights shut off. Pitch black. Steven runs up the stairs. Caroline's like, no. We're all screaming. Call my mom. I'm like, are you guys home? Because the lights just shut off, and I explained the whole thing. She's like, no, we're not home. And then the lights turn back on.
When I tell you, these light bulbs have never gone off since.
Yeah.
And never. It didn't even flicker. It just completely
went off.
Shut
as
off.
Soon as I was explaining the story, that time
I can get like a flicker and then it
no,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
off.
It wasn't even dim. It was literally a bright ass light. and it just went off. I was like,
reliving that.
it was literally the scariest feeling. The coincidence, it was too real.
It was spot on. The ghosts knew what they were doing. They were like,
the singular light that we had on just so happened went off at the same time as when I was saying it.
And it stayed off for a long
enough time for me to call my parents to be like,
Yeah.
are you home? Like, what the hell? I don't know. That was like the weirdest thing. And there was like no way to explain it because we were all sitting down. We were the only people in the house. Storytime number 2. Again, downstairs.
Downstairs has something going on. It's something brewing. It was just me and my dad. Everyone was upstairs. No one was downstairs. Me and my dad were talking about it. Once we bring it up, we're like, oh, let's debunk this. Like, let's figure it out type shit. And so we were like, let's go down to the pitch dark, like seeing if our eyes play trick on us.
Every single time we go down there, if you like walk up the stairs at a certain angle, it
can, like,
looks like there's a little girl standing down there. I'm not saying that we believe in ghosts. I'm just saying.
Just so you hear.
It's just our eyes, we think, that plays tricks on it. But it looks like there's a little girl down there in a white dress.
100%. She's sitting in the corner.
And think that we're delusional as fuck. I don't care.
People out there know that feeling of like you're going up the stairs and you just get that feel like pressure in the
I gotta
back.
run up the stairs.
It's not like anything like you're scared of. It's just like, oh, you like get
Someone's
that feeling
there.
in the back. Me and my dad were about to go downstairs. Weren't looking for anything or nothing. We were just curious. We go down there in the pitch dark. We just stand there like looking at each other, and because our downstairs door has light coming through, we can see right through it. The light upstairs was on. Not talking, we're just looking at each other. We don't hear each other breathe. We can hear a pin drop. How quiet we both were. It was a good 5 minutes before this happened, and so I knew it wasn't him. I know it wasn't me, and all we hear is I swear we both heard at the same time. We both looked at each other like, no way. I went to go run up the stairs. My dad grabbed my arm and I was like, there's no way I'm staying down there. There's no way I'm staying down there. And we just stood there for another like 5 minutes and we did not hear anything. Someone took a deep breath in my freaking ear. There's no way it could have been my dad because he made the same exact reaction as me. That made it like, holy shit, there's like something.
See how little our dogs are?
She's in a spooky season. This pumpkin. I can't debunk that. We both had the same reaction to that noise. That one got me.
That's our last story time, but I hope you enjoy.
We have other experiences from family members and all.
Yeah, we can sit them down. Just to plead our case, I promise. I am not a liar.
It's all true. We're not saying that doors open and shit and we're like, oh my God.
Doors aren't closing and slamming, but it is creepy. And we have plenty of stories if you want to hear more, but hope you enjoyed this story time. Adds to a little October theme. So hope you enjoyed. I want you to comment if you want to hear more because I'm full of them.
She's full of stories.
If you want to believe, go ahead. We're telling you our stories. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
Bye.